All right, hello, Premiere. This is your podcast. This is Demetrius, your host. Today, only joined by one guy, Brandon,
What's good, bums? What's good?
aka the Here we go, dude. He's trying to get kicked off early. That's how we do it. Yep. And
You're talking about if you kick me off, who else is left? Nobody. There ain't no kicking me off. Sorry. The guy that tried to get me kicked off, he has no say anymore. He's meaningless. So let's roll.
Availability is the best ability, as you can tell. And so here we are. I guess. I don't know. The Patriots are kind of hot.
Shut the fuck up. Patriots are about as hot. They were hot as hell until they stepped foot in Oakland, dude. And they were even hot for a half in Oakland. And you know what happened? They got cooled down.
That's okay.
They got iced down by dirty Derek Carr.
I forgot. We didn't even talk about that game, did we? No. All right. Well, for those who didn't watch.
You tried to gas yourself up. You tried to pump yourself up.
Beating him 13. I forgot we haven't had a podcast since then. Was beating this dude 13-0, and then didn't see the ball for 2 quarters, and then next thing I knew it was down 14-13 because my defense decided to give up. You guys know how that goes. The defense just decides, nope, we're not going to make any tackles. We're not going to get any pressure. It was very depressing. I was like, come on, guys got to show up. No one did. And that's what happened. I mean, Brandon got away with another one.
Yeah, that's a bullshit cry, baby. You got finessed. No, it was a good start, dude. My O-line started out like a group of fucking bums. They didn't know what was going on. And then, I don't know, the touchdown before the half, really, that's what swung the game. It like retilted the momentum, and then I came out in the second half and did what I got to do. But, we had to slow you down. You're trying to gas yourself. We know this is your show. But when I'm on here, it's my show.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm on here. I'm the host. So we settled the host down. We settled the fake host. But let's get back to current events.
Anyway, current events. Yeah, I mean, Patriots beat the Bengals. That was a pretty impressive one. Speaking of which, though, more important news, you look at the bottom of the AFC wild card race. You got the Bills, Alpha at 8-4. Corey Coleman just won Player of the Week. Don't know who he was playing. But very impressive win. He's got Miles. That's another win this week if they haven't played already. Got Cliff at 8-4, but he's got some tough games coming up. He started off hot, but this is always a worry. I mean, he does play Ron this week, so I shouldn't say tough games, but he started off hot. This is always a worry, though, in this league. You start off hot. This means normally when you start off at 6 or 7-0. It means that you kind of had an easier schedule. Cliff had some easy games. He did beat Rain early, but now Rain's schedule is kind of backloaded and easier because that division, I mean, other than those two, is kind of, what are you going to do? Then you got Ty, 7-5, Matt, 7-5, C-Des, 7-5. Who do you think of those 5 teams makes it into those 2 spots? GGA is at 9-4. I think he's good with the division.
Repeat him? I was kind of sleeping, to be honest.
Alpha.
I heard Alpha,
Cliff.
GGA. Cliff.
DJ's fine. Alpha, Cliff, Ty, Matt, C-Des. Only 2 of them get in.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So GGA win his division.
Yep.
Who else? You said Cliff?
Yeah, Cliff's 8-4 now. Cliff's in the struggling.
I think Cliff might miss it. I don't know what he's doing with these 60 overall quarterbacks, dude. Traded it for Sam Darnold and then trots out Jeff Driscoll. I'm like, is that some troll shit? He's trying. Yeah, I guess people think you trot out the garbage quarterback that the game will give you all the bounces. I used to think like that too, but I don't know. He's looking on the edge of missing it. I don't know. You'd have to really look at the schedules. Alpha, what's his record? 8-4.
8-4.
Jeez. Who else is on the list? Well, C-Des ain't making it, so just cross him off.
Yeah,
C-Des. He hasn't given me a big win.
He's given me a lot this week, so that's going to win that one.
He's given me a lot of big arguments. What's Matt, though? Matt's what, 7-5? 8-5? The thing is, Matt has one more against me, so you can throw a 6 loss on him for sure. Mark that. Shit. I don't know, man.
Thank you for answering. You're really good at this.
I mean, you're a shit host. You got to lay out the schedule. You got to be like, this is who they play. I don't know. I only know that I play one of the dudes. So you can throw a 6 on Matt. I said C-Des ain't making it. Cliff struggling. Ty, haven't paid attention because he's not really a factor anymore.
What happened with Ty? Why do you think he's not a factor this year after making the AFC Championship game last year? Kind of was dominant all year.
I really couldn't tell you. Maybe people figured out the bullshit. I mean, he swore he could pass. He had one good game because I saw like Bortles was a player of the week and had like 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. But I mean, when I boil it down to it, I don't think you can't just run toss and beat top people. I mean, you'll squeeze by there's the fake top guys. There's the Reigns of the world. Those guys that think they're at the top, but they're a step below. You can beat guys like that, as we've seen. But I mean, he's not going to beat the top of the top, and he can't really pass.
He beat me, actually. I mean, we know.
I mean, we know you ain't the top of the top. So,
who's the top of the top to you? I want to hear this. I want to hear this list.
I mean, there's
Nah, let's go. I want to hear the top of the top.
Top of the top. I mean, you got me just sitting there chilling. Juan's there. Nobody. It's weird. Like, Real gave you the blueprint, and then I'm just watching guys sitting there throwing darts at the dartboard and missing. And it's just embarrassing. Me and Juan are up there. I don't really know. I mean, who else will be up there?
I don't know. You're the one.
Got a length. It's really me and Juan, to be honest. I mean, we'll see. Anybody can lose to anybody.
No. The top of the top. It's only 2 people.
Me and Juan. I mean, you're definitely not on there. I'm 3-0 against you. I consistently smack you. I will smack you again when we play. Just
smack me.
I consistently get the job done against you.
So you have some interesting games. You play Nard this week. Is that an easy win for you since you're a top guy and Nard is
Nah, none of them are easy wins. I never said this just because I'm at the top level that it's going to be easy wins. No, it's going to be a hell of a game, but I think we'll be able to pull it out. I think we'll be able to figure him out, you know. This is his Super Bowl. He needs this. This is going to be his shit. Real might send him a trophy if he wins this one. Say congratulations, you won week 14. Give him a little medal and a ribbon. But this is his Super Bowl. He's talked it up like that. He put it on God. He brought God into it. I don't know what God has to do with pushing buttons, but, you know, we're going to get after it. Who else? I play Rain next. That'll be an interesting game. I think that'll be the tougher of the games. He had better offense.
Okay.
Better offense.
Interesting.
I'm not worried about people with defense because it's not like he doesn't blitz like Juan does. The Juan's defense is really the only one that I've had issues with this man. Yours is tricky, but it's like if my guys don't act like morons, it seems like I play him and guys act like morons all game. But I don't think Nard blitzes like that. I mean, shit, if he blitzed like that, he'd probably be able to force Juan to throw 7 interceptions like Real did. But we'll figure it out.
So, interestingly enough, you look at the NFC. Saints is still around at 8-5. You think there's any chance he gets in?
Yeah, I mean, what are the other dudes there? He's right there.
8-4, Packers 8-4. That's it. He's got to get a wild card spot.
Yeah, he's right there. He's not winning the division because God is winning it. I mean, he can do it. He takes a lot of shit, but it's not like, I mean, the NFC North, I'm assuming, Nard and Real play again?
Yep.
They, beat the shit out of each other all season. It's like Nard's in a real shot to be out of it. If he loses this, and I'm assuming does he play Juan again? He has to play Juan again.
Yeah, and Real plays Juan again too. So
okay, well, there we go. So this is even more of a must-win for Nard. They really have no room for error. So, yeah, I mean, he has to win, obviously, but he's still right there. Took a lot of shit, but it's right in the mix of things.
He's been getting killed in the chat, man. It's for no reason either. Well, I mean,
he's mainly getting killed by a guy that quit on the team. So I don't know. You know what I mean? The guy quit on the team, and now he's hanging around with a bunch of dudes. So, yeah.
Do you take Dom? So right now, let's talk about the matchups real quick.
Yeah.
Right now, Dom is a 4 seed. He would be playing Nard if everything's so. I mean, obviously a lot of games left, so we're just playing hypothetical right now. We're going to do a playoff preview next week. But looking at it right now, Dom would play Nard in the first round. Ramp would play Real in the first round. Do you think Dom or Ramp beats the other 2 guys in the NFC North? It's my contention that basically the whole NFC is just the NFC North and Gutta. But do you think that Ramp and Dom would win those matchups or lose, or how do you think they would play out?
Dom, no. Don't think so. I think Nard's defense will be able to get at him. I don't even think he has Jimmy G. I don't know. I think he's out for the year. I don't think he'd be able to win. Ramp, he could win. That's the thing. He can. His offense. I mean, I haven't really watched, but from playing him in the past and knowing him in the past, he can put points up. And my biggest thing with Real is he plays way too conservative with a great quarterback. He almost plays not to lose instead to win games, and then he kind of squeaks in. I mean, he beat Juan, and he essentially played not to lose, and Juan just played 10 times worse. So I think Ramp could beat Real, but I don't think Dom could beat Nard.
Interesting.
No. You gonna say Dom could beat him?
No, but I was just asking you the question. I don't think Dom. I don't.
I don't even really think Ramp could win, but it's like Real doesn't play. If Ramp scores enough points,
all he's got to do is score 17 and he'd win the game.
that's what I'm saying. And
That's all he's got to do.
He can score. That's the thing. He's the better offensive player. He's the person that would play to win the game and not to lose. So.
I'll give you. He's not really that good on offense, but he can score. Ramp.
I mean, I never said it's great. I just said he can score. He can find his way into the end zone, right? Blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes. That's what we're looking at. But, yeah, I think he could force Real's hands. And when you force Real's hand, that is you can beat him. Shit, I got the job done with a backup quarterback. And he should have beat me in that game.
So, AFC side looking at things, it would be me versus Cliff, and then GGA versus Alpha. Who would you have in those games? AFC is so much tougher. It's ridiculous.
I'd go with GGA, and I'd probably go with you. Cliff, he's ever since the patch, he's been garb. And you already beat him once this year, right? 21-3, if I'm not mistaken.
21-7, yeah.
At 21-7, okay. So yeah, I'd probably take you and GGA.
Interesting. Do you think any of those – so in the NFC, if you had to pick a team that wasn't in the top two, if you had to pick Nard, Real, Dom, Ramp to make a run at things, who would you pick?
Probably Nard, just because he's been there before, and he doesn't. I mean, I don't really watch enough of these people play, but I will not be willing to go out on a limb and put my name out there for somebody that plays not to lose games instead of to win games. So, I'd like to say Real, but I think when it boils down to it in the playoffs, that not to lose shit's going to cost you games.
Yeah, I agree. I think Nard just has a better –
Yeah, Nard's been there before.
Yeah. Has a better feel for the playoffs. Real's never really made a effect that I can remember a deep run in the playoffs. He's kind of a wild card divisional guy. I think he could beat Ramp, but then he would end up playing either Gutta or Juan, and that's just still kind of an experience thing. And I don't know.
I don't even know if he played Gutta. I feel like he could beat Gutta. That's weird. I don't know. You'd have to see how it plays out, right? It's almost like I don't want to pick him, but then I don't know. Old Michael the Eagles threw some shade at Gutta. So I don't know how he's got that record. Haven't really seen him play either. I don't know. A lot of guys don't post their streams, right? Or they just post their name in chat. I'm not going and searching you up on Twitch.
Gutta posts his streams. He just doesn't play anyone interesting. I mean, when you look at the division, he has Panthers.
Yeah, he does.
Bucks.
Yeah, you always see it. He's playing Panthers, Redskins. It's like, dude, I'm not tuning in for that. We know you're gonna smoke that guy.
And I'm trying to think. No, I think they've played the NFC West this year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's a bunch of who's. That's a bunch of who are those guys?
Yeah. Can we improve the NFC West, please? Can we get something? Y'all gotta, I don't know, do something about that.
They gotta give up. Who's gonna give up? None of them are gonna give up. You got to look at it. The one dude's a Rams fan, so he's not giving up on his team. Cardinals is Los. Los usually never quits. Who else? Dom. Seahawks, he ain't quitting. He's talks shit all the time. he ain't quitting. He having too good of a time. So, I mean, I don't know. They'll never be a threat, but it's kind of good to have a division like that where the skill gap isn't that far, right? I mean, it looks far with the records, but in reality, it's not like Dom's some great-ass player.
Nah, it's a tight division. Well, I mean, Dom's 4-1 in the division, so it might kind of be a little bit.
Yeah, but as I always say, people get way too wrapped up in the division games. In previous Maddens, that's all people get hyped on. And you can go out and you can win all those division games and then lose a bunch of other games, and then I still win the division. All right? That division game shit, unless you're going to tie with people, they're still important games, but they're not they're not as important as people. They like put all their weight into that.
Interesting.
I don't put all my weight into that.
Well, you're undefeated in the division anyway, so it doesn't really.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like the future. Like my philosophy is, if I drop a division game, that's it. Like I'd only have to look at that down the line if I'm trying to tie with people, and I'm not trying to tie. So I'll go out and find a way to beat somebody else to cover up that.
So we've seen this, right? We talked about Cam earlier. We kind of saw the implosion coming, but he's now 5-7. What do you think happened there in Denver? What was the?
You got spanked. I mean, I spanked him twice. Or the one time was really bad. The second time wasn't that bad. I don't know. He's just not consistent enough, right? So he's not consistent enough. And he'll lose games that he shouldn't lose. I don't know. Who has he lost to? Matt? Has he lost to Matt? He'll just lose to people that you really shouldn't lose to. He throws too many interceptions, though. Which, shit. I really don't know how to diagnose that. Like, there are so many interceptions. And, like, I watched the throws. And, yeah, I don't know. He's not consistent enough. So he was bound for this type of deal.
Interesting. Do you consider Rain a real threat to you in the AFC?
Yeah, he's a real threat. He's probably.
I mean, you're the one who said there's only two teams.
It's just two top dogs, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then there's a lot of other guys mingling, but yeah, he's a threat. He's like probably second best offensive guy. I don't know. I have off games with the offense, so it's like sometimes I rely on the defense. He's got his offense. I mean, he's ran the ball more. That's a thing he switched up a little bit. We'll be ready for that. But
yeah, I think actually we should do like a quick. I think Rain is the best offensive player in the league, to be completely honest.
He probably is. But, I mean, the thing is, all his plays, they're one-trick ponies, to be honest. Like that little route swap thing, once you see that once, if you get beat by that twice, you should just leave and get off the field. Right? He's got a lot of one-trick pony plays, and he throws them all out, and then he keeps throwing them out. And it's like, that's not going to beat the good guys, the really good guys, I should say.
Yeah, the issue is, beat me.
But pure offense, I mean, you look at the weapons and the quarterback, yeah, he's probably the best offensive guy.
Lamar's fourth in the league in rushing, which is just fucking stupid. But I didn't know. He's got 800. I'm looking at it now, 800 yards and 8 touchdowns rushing.
It's all good. I'll probably break his neck next week.
He never gets hurt.
Don't worry. I'll break his neck. Psych, that ain't going to happen. Yeah, I don't know. He's just allowed to run like a maniac. In this new update, he's fast as hell, too. He's like,
that's true.
He's way faster than everybody. But, yeah, probably. I don't know. He's got the weapons. You should be the best offensive player. You got all those speed guys and the quarterback that's as fast as the wide receivers. You can't figure it out with that. You're in trouble.
Interestingly enough, Josh Allen is 2,800 yards and 23 touchdowns. So Alpha's kind of emerging as an offensive player as well. Matt Ryan's up there in yards. We know that there's a lot of picks with him. Other guys on offense. Beckham's second in yards. So that's Rams offense, but I feel like if you kind of shut him down,
three dudes that were worth a shit shut it down. So that's all that matters to me. I mean, that's not even – people can take that as a shot, but it's a fact, right? Like you can slap the heads off bums, but yeah, hit me with it.
It's just interesting. Ross has 4,000 passing yards. That's a lot.
There we go. He wanted a little bit of clout.
I just didn't even see it. I was just looking at the stats and those.
Ross is a bum too, man.
All right.
I don't got shit for stats. My quarterback gets hurt every other week.
Yeah, that's true. On defense, because you got the tampered goods on there as quarterback. I'm never taking a team with a player who got hurt ever again. I'm very happy I didn't do it this year.
What the hell do you mean?
Well, Matt was always talking about how J.J. Watt gets hurt. Derek Carr, he was injury prone. That's probably why he gets hurt all the time.
Not really all the time. He just got hurt for that 5-week stretch, so he doesn't have the stats. But I mean, I won every game on that 5-week stretch.
Gotcha. So defensively, who do you think are some of the top I think this is much more of a defensive league. I think there's a couple guys on offense. I think really me,
Top
you, Rain on offense probably be the best offensive players in the league. Thinking about it now,
top defensive?
yeah.
Well, I mean, Juan's in a class of his own, to be honest, on defense. I don't know what it is. It's weird,
Now he knows
but
some glitches. I don't know what they are either, but he's pretty good. Well, part of it is because he's got flow. I mean, this guy Raymond Gutierrez had 4 sacks last week. He knows some fucking something, but
he knows some glitches. He's a nerd. We've seen him before. He is a nerd, but yeah, he's probably in a class of his own on defense, to be honest. He's the only person that I've played this year in Madden that, yeah, his defense, I got lucky. Yeah, I'd say I got lucky in the Super Bowl that my guys like decided to block. Because when we played in the rematch, that my dudes didn't block. So he definitely knows some glitches, but I guess if you know some glitches, that'll put you above everybody else. But then, I mean, I don't even really know the defensive numbers. Nard probably has a good defense. I see everybody. You always gas his defense up. Rio's got a pretty good defense.
I think Rails is up there, right there with them.
My team's defense is pretty good.
Well, you just have Khalil Mack. That doesn't even really count.
I mean, okay. Guess we're doing that. If you got that, you got Khalil Mack. Nothing you do counts. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Sweet.
No, I'm just kidding. Gunn is actually number 2. I mean, well, that's part of the reason Juan's good. He's got Floyd.
Floyd's not even that good, though, dude. It's the random-ass guys that get all the sacks.
Yeah, that's true.
Floyd didn't do shit to me because I knew where he was coming from. But then it's like the random dude that just sacks you anyway. Or like the D tackle just throws your 99 overall center out of the way. Like, that makes sense, right? Like, that guy's 99 overall. Doesn't live up to it, though. So, yeah, I don't know who else. Haven't watched his defense. I'm talking about defenses that I've actually seen, right? Your defense is pretty good. I mean, there's some shit.
I actually think my defense isn't that good at all, to be honest with you. I get gas sometimes. I think the players on this defense are pretty good.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, you had a good first half of defense against me. I guess the user's not there. The baiting is not there right now.
It comes and goes. It depends. It honestly depends on. I think a lot of this is dependent on the update because and this is a big thing. Before the update, you pointed out I think you've gotten your user back, but you were talking about you're like, wow, you just can't use her anymore. And I got used to being able to do certain things, and I think a lot of people did with the usering because the games had like 4 different stages. There was the one where you couldn't use her at all. And that was basically just Juan. Juan was the only person who really could user people at first, I think. Then they updated it to where they made it so you could super jump again. And that's when a lot of people kind of were usering really well. That's when I was like, oh, wow, usering's easy. This is fucking great. And then they kind of found this middle ground that they're at now where I think it does take skill, but you still get those occasional those super jumps. You know, you get them.
I like where it is now. It don't bother me.
Oh, I like where it is too. I'm just saying. That's why I'm saying, it's like okay right now. But I definitely think Gutta's always been a good user. You never played him. I haven't played him this Madden either.
I played like one scrimmage against him last year. But
what divisions have they played? Who is he playing?
A bunch of nobodies. That's what I'm saying. The NFC East, maybe. I don't know.
And the AFC South, it has to be, right? Because he hasn't played Cliff or Rain either, or me, or you.
Nope.
Wow.
He don't play me. I got Nard, Rain, Matt, Chiefs to end the year.
Yeah, I got the NFC least, so that was a nice cruise year. And I had the NFC North year 1, so next 2 years are gonna be pretty fucking easy. That's great. So, in your opinion,
Yep.
is the AFC better top to bottom than the NFC right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't even think it's really close to be.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. AFC is probably better, top to bottom. Because who is it? It's literally Juan, Real, Nard, Gutta. AFC has me, Cliff, you, Rain, who else? Alpha,
GGA.
GGA. Who else? Ty, if he ever decides to show up. Matt, if he doesn't cry. So, yeah, we got more guys. We got more hitters over here.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it? NFC kind of, I don't know. It's weird.
And we don't have that garbage-ass division. That NFC West. If we don't have that, I don't think. Like, what's our worst
I don't know
division?
if AFC.
We don't, because GGA joined to push Ty.
Yeah, GGA is what changed it. AFC South, maybe. I don't know what the weakest division is. Mine, but Alpha's good this year. Mine used to be, but now Alpha's eating.
Everybody's division's like the same pretty much. Like it's the two top guys and there's two nobodies.
Yep, pretty much.
There's at least two in every division.
Yeah, two very good youth. Two guys who can beat up on everybody else, basically all the bums.
Yeah, and there ain't two guys in every division over there.
No. So, if you had to pick, who do you think is the best competition in the NFC to want?
Crazy Real, because Real beat him. I don't know. Did Nard beat? Nard hasn't beat him yet. So, until Nard shows me that. And Nard's had a lot of opportunities to beat him. That's the crazy part is he's had interceptions. He's gotten down to the goal line, and he just can't find a way to beat him. Real showed that he was solely focused on him. He spent too much time focusing on him and not on everybody else. But he beat him, so I'd probably say Real just because of the matchup. Seems like Real can hone in. And, they play similar styles, to be honest. He shut down the run pretty well.
Yeah, it's like Alabama versus LSU in the old days. That was what that game looked like. It was defensive. It was ugly.
Yeah, so probably
it's kind of sad. If the NFC just had one offense, like one, it would be a very interesting game to see Juan against an offense that consistently got to see him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of sorry to bring it back there, but like last Madden, what happened was it was basically my offense versus Juan's defense, and that was a very interesting matchup. But Nard and Real don't have the offenses. Gutta is more of a defensive player as well, and Ramp just folds every time. He just throws it right to him. Like Ramp's offense could be there, but he just throws the ball right to the guy. And I think that's where he missed Sky, because Sky would have been the offense. That would have been
no.
You hate him.
I don't hate him, but I saw that game, and that game wasn't close. It wasn't remotely close. There was not a second in that game where I was like, wow, dude, Sky's really got a shot. No. He got absolutely shredded. He got shredded, dude. Literally like some fucking Parmesan cheese. He got grated up.
I think the first time you played –
He literally got graded up because he gave up. He gave up from the league after that, and that's why. That's simply why. He saw an exit point. But I don't hate him. I mean, he does throw a lot of shade, but that doesn't make me hate somebody, right? I don't know him. So I've always said you cannot hate somebody you do not know. So, but no, I do not think he would even – that is
I think Nard hates you.
He might. I don't know. Yeah, right. He tries to turn it into like a physical thing. I'm like, he said, yeah, he made it real serious, right? It's like, you better win this. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Jump through the TV and attack me if I don't win this? Like, it was really weird, right? When people get that upset over like a troll comment too, and like he took that to heart and ran with it.
So by the time this comes out, people are already gonna probably watch the game and know the score. But what's the score? You and Nard.
If I had to go right now and guess, I'm going to say 21-14 me or 21-17 me. Obviously, I'm not going to say myself I'm going to lose. Who the fuck says that? If you say yourself, if you come on here and you say you're going to lose, get out of here. But I'm going to say a close one. It's going to be a good one. I expect it to be a good one. He's a good player. I'm a good player. Mm-hmm. It'll be a good game.
So last question before we wrap this up. The power rankings right now as they stand go – Juan first, you second, Gutta third, Rain fourth, me fifth, and Ramp sixth. I guess we can throw him in there.
Yep.
What would your order be, or how would you rearrange that? Or do you agree with it?
Can I get like a picture of it? Where's the link? Like, can I get a link?
The link is the Premier website, but yes, I can give you a picture.
What is the website? I don't. What website?
M19 Premier. It's Daddy Leagues. DaddyLeagues.com.
Okay, well there we go. I got it right here. The power rankings. Here we go. I'm loading it up. Let me get a look. Let me get a visual on this. Let me see where these power rankings are. Okay, so it's Juan, me, Gutta. Yeah. Okay. No, they're pretty much fair, are they not?
Fast, in your opinion, you know.
But it's all right. Let me go to the schedule. Let me click Gutta's schedule because this could swing it for me. But if he has a good win on there, then no. Oh shit.
Does he?
Oh shit. No. Oh yeah, he does. He beat Nard. Okay, I guess we'll give him that. Yeah, it's fine where it is because he beat Nard, didn't really beat anybody else, but Rain lost to Levon.
I forgot about
He lost to Levon and then made that weak ass stat game excuse. Like you lost the game, as we always say. So that's fine where it is, to be honest. I would say that. I mean, maybe you could bump. I don't know. I'd probably bump. Nah, I'd probably let me do one more click. This could determine the whole rankings. Look at this. Okay. This thing's got to be glitched. Some of these games are says 0-0.
Those were forces or sims.
Okay. Well, we know that was a loss. What was the one against Alpha? Would we not know that?
One against Alpha, me?
No, Giants, Bills. They played. What was the result? It says 0-0 on here.
Oh, I know. I'm guessing Ramp got a win out of that, but I'm assuming they didn't play.
I don't even give a damn. I don't even need to see that. Don't even matter. All right. Well, okay. We'll just slide them back and slide. So 8, 9, and 10 would all move up, and 6 and 7 would drop back behind them. So it would go Juan, me, Gutta, Rain, you, GGA, Nard, GGA, Nard, Real, and then the other two back there. The only reason I put Nard above Real is because they played head-to-head and Nard won. So when you beat somebody head-to-head, it don't matter if you beat one. They played head-to-head.
It's interesting. There's no Cliff on this list either.
That's because Cliff has fell off, dude. The game notices that. The website's a real one. The website notices. Cliff started hot. The website notices a patch came out. And this man hasn't been the same. So yeah, pretty much that's how I'd go. Because as I said, I mean Ramp's 9-3, but when he's came up against the good guys, the 3 games are really the 3 signature games. So I couldn't put him above the other guys.
All right, good answer there. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed. We're going to come out with a playoff preview right before the playoffs, even though basically I think we kind of all know who's in there except for, I guess, the last 2 spots in the AFC. We're going to give out who we think are going to be sleepers, who the favorites are, who's going to advance, yada, yada. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and later.